I wanted to say with this that also today, if you're released on the big label, it doesn't matter. This will help you out because it's not. It's all about the moment. If it's not the right moment, also the big label and big track will not help you.
Hey, I'm Graham Farmer, founder of the dance music magazine Data Transmission and Twitch partner, streaming on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays from 1 p.m. On this channel, we share the full interviews from my Twitch streams. But before we jump into this interview, if you can help this video get more reach by giving it a like and a comment, it'd be most appreciated. And don't forget to consider subscribing so you always get notified when we drop new interviews. Yo, Aney F, welcome to my Twitch stream. How you doing, dude?
What's up, guys? Thanks for having me. I'm good, yeah?
It's good to actually meet you because I feel like we're one of the people that I've emailed so many times and we've
finally face to face, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah,
it's been a while, man. Thanks. I would like to thank you for all the support in all the years. It's been a long journey, so it's good to finally talk face to face, yeah.
I know, mental. So just for the people that don't know might know who you are, tell us about you, when you started, how you started in music, and I guess the start of how the label started.
Yeah, I mean, I'm Aney F. I'm from Slovenia. I'm 33 years old. I'm in the music industry already, we can say like 15 years, 10 years professionally since I opened Innocent Music.
Yeah.
So yeah, like 10 years ago, I decided to be a professional DJ and producer, and I opened a label, started doing events like all in one. Time just passed and we are here. I can't believe it's 10 years already.
Was the label kind of an outshoot for you as an artist? Were you already DJing and producing before the label happened?
Yeah, I mean, this was the reason because I started to produce a couple of years before I opened the label. And I have always a problems to get labels. Nobody didn't want to sign my music. And then I had enough and I say, fuck it, I'll just open my own label. And I start to pushing my sound and it works. It worked at that time when the minimal was really popular at that time. So yeah, good times.
And tell us, like, the first release on the label, how was it your own? Was it kind of, was that the...
Yeah, of course, was my own... my own first EP on my label with a remix from Newbie Nerds. That was pretty popular and upcoming 10 years ago. Also, maybe the first year the sound was a little bit different, and then we go more to deep tech minimal. So yeah, nothing special. We were just with the friends. We want to create some crew and label, and everything did go natural. We didn't force nothing or. So yeah, it was a plan to open a platform to help young and upcoming artists like me who have a good music and they don't have chance to get listened or released. And still, until this day, I'm still, the rules are the same. I'm not releasing big names. I'm just releasing upcoming new names. So the point of Innocent Music is that you will never know the artist, but the music is always good.
That's cool.
It's difficult with this kind of to break through with this kind of, because it's you know how it's today. It's all about the social media, blah blah blah, and all these new artists that don't have following, so it's difficult to sell. So, but I never did create label to be a superstar or to be famous. It's just we want to release good music and show to the people our sound. That's it.
How do you get around that then? Obviously you're going to have all these new artists. How do you make the record sell? Is it because of the brand, or what are the big tricks for you?
There is no special tricks. This is just now, after 10 years releasing it weekly and monthly, we get followers who are now following us, and we did receive back in the days a lot of support from Beatport. So maybe the first couple of years I was searching for music myself to contact artists, hey, can you make something? But now I could say in the last 5 years, I don't need to do that anymore. I'm still searching for something time to time. If I like some artist, I contact him. But in general, the music come alone all the times, which is really good. So,
how has the kind of releasing schedule been in the last couple of years? Obviously, has COVID affected you massively? Like,
actually, since COVID started, we started to releasing more because we so many when COVID started, we received so many demos like never before. So
yeah,
as you know, before I have also sub labels like Innocent Music is it's the main label. It's like more tech house. We can say tech house minimal. Then I have Innocent Music Deep, which is for deep house, micro house, and I have Innocent Limited, which is more Romanian sound, more dirty deep tech. And recently, since COVID started, I opened also Innocent Music Tech, which is just like a tech house banging a festival, still underground music, but more powerful. So yeah, currently we are releasing Wednesdays and Fridays. So on Wednesday we have Innocent Tech and Limited catalog, and on Fridays we have Deep and Innocent. So on each catalog, it's one release per 2 weeks when you put
That's
like
cool.
this.
Why Wednesdays?
I don't know. At the start, we was releasing Mondays. Then Beatport changed everything on Fridays, and since we double up releases, I don't want to have 2 posts per day, 2 releases per day. So it's one Wednesday, one Friday, so we can.
Oh, just the logistics. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm always interested when someone has a different, picks a different day.
Beatport is picking releases on Friday, so it doesn't matter if you release Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They will pick up on Friday for the whole week back. So.
And I guess Spotify does as well. So.
I need to say I'm really bad at Spotify because, as you know, I'm from Slovenia. We recently received Spotify here like a couple of months ago, so it's really not active. We don't have listeners here. For example, we also don't have Instagram music here in Slovenia. So we didn't have Reels till recently. So all when I'm watching what you're learning, people in UK. It come in Slovenia like a year or 2 later. It's 6, so I can't get into the current happening. It's difficult.
Yeah, that's good to know. I didn't know that. That's mad.
Yeah. So I'm trying with Spotify. I'll be honest, we are really bad at Spotify. We don't get a lot of streams. I tried everything. I'm pitching. I was doing everything, but they didn't pick up even one track in the last couple of years. So. My opinion was always that Spotify is more for mainstream music, but now in the last couple of years that changed because everything goes to streaming and all the underground music is there. We started to release radio edits, shorter versions to get more attractive to the crowd, because if it's intro 2 minutes, they will skip the track. So the track need to start immediately, but it also doesn't help. But I'm really disappointed on SoundCloud plays because since Spotify and all this shit started, SoundCloud go completely down. Me personal, I still prefer SoundCloud the best for everything as an artist.
Yeah, me too.
To show the people the music, it's everything nice organized. I don't like Spotify. I don't listen music through Spotify, if I'm honest. So yeah, now I'm monitoring the sales and streams in the last couple of years, and I can say now in the last 2 years, it's already, I received 50% income from stream and 50% from download, which was 3 years ago was, 20% of stream and 80% of download. And downloads are falling every day more and more. People are not buying music anymore. All these Russian pages where you get music for free before the release dates, the stores are leaking music. It's completely crazy. And music will become sooner or later for free anyway. So it should be anyway.
Is it just you that does the A&R, or do you have a team behind it?
No, I do everything alone already 10 years.
I love the little cheeky.
I'm that kind of person. So if I don't meet a similar person like me, if I think he will not do the job right, I rather do alone good. So I do everything alone. My production, I do events, I do label, AR, everything. So yeah, it's pretty difficult, but I'm from really small country, 2 million people. So there is not a lot of people here who are pushing this sound so yeah, I kind of bring this sound here to Slovenia.
Do you realize your gigs then outside of the country?
I did play it before COVID. I have one of the biggest tours scheduled for US, Canada, and then everything fall apart. But I was playing already in more than 20 countries from South, North America, Australia, all Europe. I was playing in London a lot back in the days when Magna Carta was still active, before all these few solid groves and this. Yeah, I was a resident there. I was playing monthly, so it was pretty dope parties. So yeah, I was touring a lot, like I would say 3, 4, 5 years ago. But now this COVID demolished everything. I lost my agency. I lost everything. I lost all my money. So I was just working on my album and production. I produced so many music in these 2 years like never before. So I also say everything is good for something. Maybe I lost with the gigs a lot, but I learned a lot with in the production, with more on the labels. I released my first album, so it was good. But now I'm ready again to play some gigs. So now finally in April I'll play some gigs here in Slovenia.
Nice.
I will also reschedule this US tour in July. Yeah, hopefully I'll play soon. Hopefully I'll find also some new agency. because my opinion is that today it's all about the contact and agency. It's not much about music, unfortunately. And I am from that old school who succeeded just from the music back a couple of years ago. And it's difficult because in my part here in this country, they don't exist people who can push you up. There is no agency, there is no big DJs, there is no big festivals. For example, when I play in the biggest club here, 5 people follow me in the morning on Instagram. When you play, for example, in London in the festival, this upcoming artist get 500 followers in the morning. You can see alone how, I don't know, couple of artists in London, they make a superstar in 1 to 3 years, which you need maybe 10, 15 years here in my country. So it's really difficult because nobody doesn't accept us. I don't know how to explain. So it's...
No way, that's mad.
That's why we have a lot of good producers here, DJs, but they don't break through because they don't sell tickets in London or something. We are from Slovenia. We are 2 million people. My country is for 5 Londons, you know, your city. So it's crazy. You can imagine the scene is really, really small. For the sound, which I'm pushing out, I know, for example, these Fuse, Solid Grooves, you can sell 10,000 tickets in London. Here, if when I book Enzo, when he play for me, I can sell 300-400 tickets max. They don't know him here. So, you know, it's really difficult. But then again, if you want to be in the scene, you need to book all these names. All these agencies want big money. They charge me the same fee like for London, and it's difficult to work. Yeah, so it's just business. Everything became just the business, and yeah. I don't like this aspect. But now I'm living just from the music for the last 10 years. This is my food, so you know you need to also act like to make some money out of it. Fuck it, you can't just rely on feedbacks from the people. You're good, your music is good. That's after 15 years, it's not enough.
Yeah.
But still, as we are a small country, we have a pretty good scene, you know. Like we have good parties every weekend, so the names are coming.
That's cool. At least you can still then make the content and play the records and.
Yeah, I mean there are some countries who have even smaller scenes for sure. As we are small, we are big. We also have some big DJs like Umek and Valentino Canziani. They're really big DJs. Also Grammatic, he's big in USA. We have some nice artists, yeah, but it's hard to break through, definitely.
And yeah, I guess you've got a few countries around you which you've got kind of bigger scenes as well, which is not that hard to get to, I guess, as well.
My neighboring countries, or what?
Yeah, they're kind of.
Yeah, Croatia. It's now getting bigger in the last I would say 5 years. They say it's new Ibiza because it's the sea and the clubs on the sea. So. Also now, when was this COVID restrictions? Croatia, there was no restrictions. There was not so rough restrictions in Croatia. So the parties was happening there all the time. So like all the big players started doing parties there, like from Germany, Spain. Everybody's doing now events in Croatia. But for us Balkan people here, it's still hard to break through on this festival because these bookers, they bring, Hideout, they book their own people from England. They don't book DJs from here. So that doesn't help for us because it's still UK scene completely when they do party in Croatia. So yeah, and then we have Austria. Austria was also, it's really small scene. And then Italy, it's also this part of Italy which is next to the border to Slovenia. It's really small scene around Trieste. The scene starts around Milan and up of the Italy. It's really strong.
I was just thinking, yeah, of course you've got Austria in here because I drove from the UK to Hideout one year.
Oh, really? How long did this take? 2 days? 1 day?
27 hours straight through. I know, we were stupid.
It's crazy, yeah.
And yeah, we went Austria, Slovenia, Croatia. Yeah, that's right. Cool. And then so lockdown, you started working on your album. Talk us about the process. Where did you start? And yeah.
I just wanted to create 10 new tracks. I recorded everything alone. I didn't use any loops. All vocals are recorded. So it's like really something unique. I wanted something special. So I invested a lot of time and also money in this. But basically I did this for myself. It's for my legacy, and it was 10th anniversary of the label. So I thought it's perfect opportunity to do something like that. It's going good now. It's also, it was just released on Friday. So you can get full album on Beatport or vinyls on Uno, Dex, DJ. The release is also currently in top 30 tech house, deep house, and breakbeat releases on Beatport. So something is going on. Yeah, it's good.
When I first heard the album, I wasn't expecting all the vocals because obviously the music I've known you for has been proper minimal and deep, and when I started listening to it, I was like, wow, this is a little bit different. It's mad. Like
I wanted that it's like something different. This is it was not mentioned to play at 3 a.m. in the club. This is like an album. I wanted a little bit of everything, a little bit of every styles, and yeah, I'm glad you say it's different because this is my point always. I don't want to sound like everyone else. I want to sound different, so I wanted to create something different. But then we are again at the point. Sometimes it's good to be totally different, but it's hard to break through because when you send to the big labels, they say, "Oh, we are pushing just this sound. This sound is not for us," you know. So yeah.
Did you dig into kind of all of your influences from over the years to kind of pull this label together?
For this album, yeah, definitely. Yeah, there are some vocalists. There are some vocalists like Louis Carver and Celida, which was basically one of the first house tracks I heard when I was like 15, 16 years old. And that was definitely that idea that I tried to invite them to be part of my album. And I started to doing music, and when I sent them tracks, everybody liked it. And we were starting to doing collabs. So yeah, it's finally now out here.
Oh, yay! Look at those.
So yeah, we can also give away one vinyl today. If you have some idea how we can give this away, it will be great. I will ship for free to someone to UK, no problem.
Okay, when we do that, we have this thing, it's called Spinner Rooney.
Oh, nice.
And basically, it's a giant spinner with Wayne Rooney in the middle. And we can basically put everyone's names on the spinner for the competition and let the spinner decide who wins. So we'll pull that out in a bit. And we can use Spinneroonie.
Hopefully somebody will like it, the vinyl. Huh? We can put also one t-shirt, one vinyl and one innocent t-shirt. So we have.
Oh, there you go. Who right, in the chat, gang? If you want a t-shirt or the vinyl, drop the ones in the chat and let's see who's up for it. Yeah, me. Yeah, there you go. Let it all go.
Oh, okay.
There it all goes. Let it goes. Right. So what I thought we'd do is we'll just play through loads of the album. I really like. We've got time. I really want these guys to hear it. Like I said, I fully love this album, and literally from the minute I literally put it on and I was working away, and I was like, this is wicked. Like I was well in. And then when you emailed me about features, and written features, I was like, no man, let's do this on here. Like this is gonna be sick.
Oh, nice.
So we can actually play these guys the music because I love it, and we can switch channel.
Right.
Look, we can do this.
Also, if somebody will not like the vocals, also the dub version of the album will be released in 14 days. Just for the info, if someone will be interested.
Tell us. So there's a dub version coming as well. That's cool. Why did you do that? Just out of interest.
Because I'm aware that some DJs will not prefer full vocals, so I decided to release only digital dub versions 2 weeks later. So
let's change scene. There we go. And we can listen to the whole album. Look, here we go. Right. So we're going to use the radio edits.
Yeah.
And let's start at the start. Like, let's just literally tell us about the tracks, and then we'll play them, and then we'll just talk through each one, and we'll play a load of these records.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. It's more breaky. It's intro. It's the lyrics. It's really meaningful. It's about the scene of house music. At this opportunity, I would also like to thank Noir, Rene, who let me use his lyrics from a classic a cappella. It's all about the house music. So yeah, nothing special. Just wanted to create like an intro track for the album. So yeah, enjoy it. Let's listen to it.
There we go. That's the first track. So then the next, you've got a load of vocalists on this album.
All the tracks are, I for each tracks I contact one vocalist, and for the last auto track I did the vocals myself, first time in 15 years.
Nice. How was that? Oh,
yeah, it's a little weird to hear yourself, but when I showed to the friends, I didn't tell them at the start, and nobody didn't figure it out. So I say, okay, that's cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Where did you go about finding your vocalists?
Like I say, some from the past, from my childhood, which I really like. Some new upcoming, some friends I met. Some from Slovenia, some from UK, some from Africa, from all over the world, actually. So yeah, the second track of the album, I did actually with a guy from London called Aney F. I'm sure you probably guys know him. I just recently discovered him last year in a couple of tracks, which I was playing in my gigs, and I contacted him if he wanted to do something with me. And yeah, we did this track, which came out pretty good, and we will still do a couple of more in the near future, definitely.
Do you have any tips for working with vocalists?
It's good to work with vocalists because, in general, because this is how you create your unique sound. Because when you use the vocals from the sample packs, 10,000 other people use the same vocals, so it's hard to break through with that. In general, I don't know what kind of tips. It's difficult. I need to say it's difficult. For me, it's difficult to cut all this. It's a lot of work with the vocal.
Tell us about I Need You. Did he write the lyrics? Did you write the lyrics? How does that work from the top line?
He wrote the lyrics. I just sent him a groove, and after a couple of days, he sent me back, and I was just say, wow, man, he's really good, yeah. So yeah, let's just listen it and tell me. This one is already more dance floor clubbing. Sorry, I just want to say that all album is also like it's also released as continuous mix. So it's from first track to 12th track. It's like harmonically everything is going like a DJ set.
That's cool.
This was also the plan. Yeah. So
I love albums that do that. That's like I feel that dance albums have to do that. Like some of the original, you know.
I mean, I have a lot of fans who are not the DJs, so they just want to listen to the mix, you know.
Exactly. Mario asks, would you be comfortable talking about compensation when you're paying vocalist? How does that work is it a session rate or a back-end rate or a combination of both?
Some I've paid, some they did for free. It was just happy to collaborate with me. It really depends. But usually with vocalists, it's that you pay them advance fee, advance fee, and then you just give them 50% of the publishing. They don't give nothing from streaming or download. That's the usually deal with the vocalists. They just want publishing. Because they don't sell tracks as a download, they are singers differently. So
okay, let's play this next track. This is called I Need You, and it's track number 2. Let's go for it. There we go. That's track 2. Let's give that there. Just give that something. Let's give it the rave on. Give it the rave on. So Annie, we in my stream we have 2 things. We have the rave horn. We have the and then for the absolute bangers we have the whole track.
Oh, okay.
Should we carry on? Glittery Roses. Tell us about this. Who is this? Who's Thomas? Tell us how you pronounce
this guy. Is one software development from Lithuania. who also sing in his free time, and he won that talent show in Lithuania. And one of my friends know him, and he, on one after party, he suggests me to send him something. And actually, what you will hear now, he recorded through the phone in his first take. So it's pretty funny story. We didn't edit, no vocals, nothing, and it's a little bit a different track, more high pitched vocal, just deep house in general, but a little bit different than others from album.
That's mental. It was one take. That's mad.
So I leave all the, he said me, hey mate, how are you? And then he started to like rapping, singing, and I put everything in the track. You will hear it came out pretty dope, I think.
That's cool. Entel says, Anna, if you could describe the emotion and sound of your label, what would it be? Ooh, that's a good one.
I always say house music all the way. I don't like to label myself too much, but if I have to, I play everything from deep to tech house music, from deep tech house minimal. I'm like I say, I don't like to get labels. I'm just focused to play and create good music. That's the first point.
So you mentioned you're releasing four tracks a month at the moment. How are you signing that music right now? How does people get in touch with you? Like, if they think they're right for the label?
It's pretty easy. They just need to send me a streaming link on the email, which is demos@innocentmusic.si. I listen demos almost every day.
Yeah.
I can't reply to everyone, but if I would like something, I will definitely get back to you. So at this moment, I'm just signing new music. So if you think you have something for us, for me, you're more than welcome to send. I will listen with my pleasure.
Where are you?
Always in search for new music. Always.
Where are you booked up to so far? And like, how far are your releases going at the moment in advance?
Till the summer, it's booked pretty. So now I'm doing the fall, like September, October. There was some point which we was booked for 9-10 months ahead, but now it's a little more down. Yeah, I think, my opinion, this music which I'm pushing out, it's not so popular in the last couple of years anymore. It is, but now I think it was, when this COVID was more focused on deep house, micro house, because everybody was streaming music from their homes. There was no clubs, and the sound completely changed. But now I'm getting the feeling when I'm hearing the new releases that this deep tech, like a dirty deep tech, like, I don't know, Wits and this kind of sound, Cuartero, this sound we already played before, and it's coming back now, which I really like this music more, because this micro house, it was good, but all the style, you come to the one point when it's everything the same. And now all the last tracks for me was like everyone is remixing only one track. Everybody was using the same samples, the same pad, so it became boring, honestly. So hopefully the new sound is coming now. But the Innocent, I want to say that it's definitely much influenced by the UK sound, because a lot of my favorite DJs was always from UK. Like I released with Wiggle, with at the time from Terry Francis, Nathan Coles. Then I was big fan of Fuse. So it's always somebody from the UK, we could say. So we have also a lot of the most listeners we have in UK and USA anyway, so which is pretty good. Yeah,
that's cool. Let's cry.
So yeah, what's next? It's
Glittery Roses. Let's go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. So why don't you come with me? I'll give you everything tonight. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, let's go. I love that. That's cool. Let's go with the Hulk. Smash! Love it. The chorus has a mad Chicago disco vibe. Yeah, I thought so too. It sounded sick. Gang in the chat, I hope you're enjoying this album. Like I said, I listened to it the first time and I fully loved it. Like, love the flow, love the lyrics, like, love the vocalist. Like, yeah, it was cool. Somebody New features Louise Carver. Carver, tell us about her.
Yeah, this is one track, one of my first house tracks ever, called Leliva, which I was playing a lot when I was young. And I just tried my luck. I finished one track and I contacted her if she want to work something out, and she was totally in for it. And she in the end we made 2 tracks together. So I featured her 2 times on this album. Yeah, this one it's totally housey vibes, vocal, like some summer vibes. One of my favorite tracks from this album for sure. What
you said that music you were listening to when you were younger. What was you listening to when you were younger? When did you get into house music?
When I was 16, 17, something like that. But when I started going out, the first 2-3 years, I was listening to techno, only techno. That was the times when Valentino and Umek was really big with this techno on 3 decks. And that was the times when techno was still good. I don't like this techno these days. But yeah, then after a couple of years, visiting the parties, watching the DJs. Actually, my uncle died in the car accident, who was also a DJ. He was actually a commercial DJ, but this is how I get the equipment and start to learning and drop school. And I say I'll be a DJ, and here I am today still.
That's mad. Yeah, I remember Valentino, I haven't had him for a while, man. We used to have him at a club I used to work for in London, and yeah, we used to have him loads.
Yeah.
He was heavy on the techno.
I mean, he's still playing a lot, but he left techno already 10 years ago. Now it's in this more deep house, Romanian electro vibes.
Was techno a big thing I guess techno is quite big in your area of the world generally. Was that kind of the thing when you were growing up as well?
Yeah, I mean, my country is techno completely. So
yeah,
especially in the last couple of years, there is less and less house music events. For a house music DJ, it's much harder to get a gig. I don't know how it's in London, but here it's pretty difficult. It's just the techno events, you know. I can give you a couple of examples what they do, like this, like Deborah De Luca, Amelie Lenz, like this kind of shit. This is always packed to 2,000, 3,000 people. But when you bring something new underground, you can't sell more than 500 tickets. So I think in general, the people are not open enough here about the music. They go on the old ball, how you say. They don't allow themselves to listen to new music, but when they hear it, they say, "Oh my God, that's good." You know, that kind of vibe. Usually, when people come to my party, they always come back, but it's difficult to get them there.
I know. When we go to Serbia, it's like proper. It's full on techno there as well. Like,
yeah, but Serbia, it's, for example, they have a really big scene there. It's a really big scene, like a festival, because it's also bigger than Slovenia. I think it's 10 million people or something like that.
Wow.
We are just 2 million, so
tiny.
But it's difficult life there. It's easier to live in Slovenia than Serbia, but they have a better rave scene. The life it's not easy there. It's much difficult. The salaries are really bad and this kind of shit. Also here in Slovenia, you know, the minimum salary in Slovenia is like 700 euros. And for example, I'm paying for my apartment 500. Then you can calculate. And then people tell me, but how do you live? This is how we live. It's difficult, but my apartment is really cheap. It's $500 per month, which is in UK per week.
Yeah.
But you have much bigger salaries. Yeah. So this is, again, we are at the point where we talked before about the agencies. This is why it's my opinion that prices from the DJ should be different here, because we are a poor country and we can't pay big fees, and there is simply not enough people who listen to this kind of music. But then all these agents, they just want to fill out the dates. They don't care. They just care about the money. It's sad. It's really sad, you know, because I was really doing for the scene. I was never doing this for the money. All the DJs who came to play here, they always wanted to come back, you know. But the agents are problem, because you don't speak directly with the artists. But then you see artists and he say, yeah, why didn't bring me back? And you say to him, look, I tried it, but the agent didn't want to work it out. And the artist, he didn't know about the offer at all, because they don't tell them.
Yeah, they just reject things before they even speak to the artist. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah. Back in the day, it was when you contacted artists on the Facebook for, I don't know, promo, email, something, booking. They at least write back, hey, please talk to the agent. Now, when you send a message to DJs, it's just seen. Nobody replies anymore. It's great. Oh, it's true.
That's rubbish.
A real one.
I guess a lot of people, social media managers manage some of these bigger artists as well, though, and they'll see it and then they'll tell the booking agent, I guess, or... Harvest says, be right back, I'm just moving to Slovenia.
That's cool. French. Yeah, I would definitely, it's cheap for you. I have a lot of friends who came from London. They always like it here. We are a cheap country. It's really, for the tourists, it's nice. We have a good scene. So if somebody wants the cheap vacation and to see a nice city, I would really recommend Ljubljana, Slovenia.
Yeah, we should come out.
Yeah, and there are flights for $20-30 from London with EasyJet if you book on the right date. So
no
it's
way,
really doable.
That's sick.
Yeah. Okay, let's listen.
Let's listen. Yeah, we'll talk some more. Let's talk some more. Yeah. Otherwise, we basically tried to do this with the Sonny Fodera album, and it took us. We've got further. It took us about 40 minutes to listen to 4 2-minute tracks. So we've got further than the Sonny Fodera debacle that was one of the funniest streams we've ever had. But let's carry on. There we go, gang. That was somebody new. Hey, let's give that to everyone. I'm loving this. This is well cool. A proper bouncy. Well good. That vocal sounded amazing as well.
She's really good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I saw somebody write it before that they like that it's really different music. This was the point of the album. I wanted to create 12 different tracks of each genre or something. So it's like a perfect mix. Where
do you start when you start with making tracks? What's the process?
Usually I start with a kick.
Yeah.
How you mean? Yeah. Usually I build the drums, kick, drums, percussion. When these drums are working good, then I go to the bass line, not before. Some guys started with the bass line. To start, I can't. I always want to make a good drums first, then to fit which bass line is fitting. Then synths and other stuff up.
Nice.
So I don't have a special, just need to sit behind the computer and click and work on the music. For me, it was always the most difficult part of producing, just to sit and work every day. Because it's difficult to find a new idea for new track every day after 15 years. When I'm kind of brainwashed from music. I heard so many music in my life. And when I started producing 10 years ago, the average tracks was enough, which today's are not anymore. Today need to be a super average track if you want to succeed. So good track is not enough today anymore, guys. Need to be up average track, or how you say.
Okay, let's carry on. Is it Ms. Sunday Love? What a name.
Yeah, this is actually one friend, which I already did one track 10 years ago, which is not online now anymore also. But I know this girl for 10 years, and she's actually a vocalist. She performed live next to the DJs in the club. She also played live at one of my parties years ago, and I invite her now because it was a perfect opportunity, and she's a little bit different. She's not a singer, it's more like speaking. I don't know. You will tell me. So yeah, this track is more like I would say Chicago house, acid house with some nice lyrics.
He said the acid. As soon as he mentions acid, I'm like, I'm here. Yeah, where's the acid? Show me the acid.
Yeah, there is some acid inside, definitely. Yeah, with this one. So let's listen it. Yeah.
Let's listen to it. Let's go for it. So that was the Find Me. So this afternoon we're joined by Aney F and we're listening to his 10 Years of Innocent Music album. Generally 10 Years of Innocent, man. That's such a big, I always think of 10 years, that's such a big milestone. It's a massive congrats, dude. Like,
time flies when you're having a good time,
yeah. What's changed from your kind of, from the signing of music to the promoting of music? What's changed through the label? What are you doing differently? Or is there anything you're doing the same?
So basically, it became all one big ritual, like my daily job. In the morning, I wake up at 7, 8 a.m. in the morning. I walk my dog. I come back to the studio. I do 1-2 hours of A&R for the label stuff. Then I do a couple of hours of studio. Then I'm doing some other stuff like events. I was also doing some production lessons now during the COVID because I lost all my gigs, so I had to find some extra income. But that's it, basically. Walking my dog, doing music, eating food, basically what I'm doing every day. Yeah.
Do you put your own parties on then?
Oh yeah. Just actually, we will celebrate this album release and 10 years anniversary on May 14. I invited Dimish for the first time in Slovenia. He's currently #1 Beatport minimal artist. Actually, one of the first his releases was on Innocent. Yeah. Nobody know that. So it's amazing. He's a big inspiration to me because I see it's possible. You can be big over the night. I think he's one of the new generation DJs who literally jump out over the night with the production. All the tracks he released was #1.
Have any of the artists because obviously you mentioned earlier you're signing loads of new artists. Have any of those new artists then gone on to be, figures and big names or had amazing releases since?
I mean, Dimish is the biggest now from all this who grow later. They was upcoming, but now they're big. But in general, I don't have some really big artists on. Maybe I don't know, Terry Francis, Nathan Cole, something like that. But yeah, I did a track with Terry here in this studio actually when he was playing for me. So yeah, we was a lot in contact. We bring them every year here. Now last couple of not anymore, but there was like regular in Slovenia for. I think Wiggle was like 10, 20 years ago, like Fuse now in London, or not? You tell me.
Yeah.
It was, yeah.
Yeah. We did a party. I did a party with Wiggle, a long time ago.
They did amazing music already. Like Terry did amazing music 20 years ago already. Now when you're listening to that track, it's fucking sick, man.
I hosted one of the rooms at Space for Data Transmission a long time ago.
Oh, really?
And we had Nathan Coles play for us at Space. So we got to play, which was fucking amazing. Like playing at Space was incredible, and Nathan Coles came and brought the Wiggle crowd as well. So that was such a long time ago. That's probably 2010, maybe. And I think they celebrated. Did they not celebrate 25 years of Wiggle or something stupid like that?
So we did. I have a poster here somewhere. I don't know where. I remember we did 20 years of Wiggle and already 10 years back. So it's 30 now. 25, 30 for sure. Yeah. Something.
No way. Cool. What are we? Where are we on this? We're nearly. This is halfway. Sick.
One more track and then we're halfway. We have now Stranger featuring Maja Predatoria. She's one of my friends from Slovenia, really talented girl who actually they own Amy Winehouse tribute band. So she's she have the same voice like Amy Winehouse. And when I listened to her first time, I told her we need to make a track together. So hopefully this is just one of the first collaborations we did together. But let me know in the comments. I'm sure you will like her voice. So let's listen.
Oh my days, that's such a big track. Holy moly, that's getting the fucking Hulk. That's such a sick track.
Glad you like it, guys. She's hot. She's really how you say this in English. You go when I listen to her, I always get this.
Goosebumps, yeah.
Goosebumps, yeah, goosebumps. Sorry.
Goosebumps, yeah. Those drums, yeah, exactly. They're loving it.
Yeah, one guy asked up. I saw if I use what is the difference for me for wave and 320 MP3s. I play only MP3. I'm a DJ for more than 15 years, and if I'm honest, I don't hear a difference between wave and MP3. So let's be honest. Maybe when you play like on a really big festival for 10,000 people, this can come right, and wave sounds better on the big sound system. But in the smaller clubs and at home, I don't hear the difference, or maybe I'm deaf already after so many years. So that's my opinion. So I always play MP3 and save on my key, also because they don't use so much space. Waves are like 5 times bigger file, and you know.
How do you are you producing just in your computer, or are you using hardware? Tell us about that.
I did both. Currently, I'm producing only on my computer. I have this Claret Focusrite big sound card, 2 Adam 7 monitors. I have TR8S, TR303. But this, after so many years, this is just about the work of the process you like. So sometimes you want to play, next time you want to click. It's all about the flow. In the end, the end result is the same. It's true that maybe with clicking it's faster than with hardware, but with all these VSTs today you can get the same sound if you know how to use it out. So guys, you need only headphones and one laptop and you can make music. The gear doesn't make you big. That is the big question in the scene for many years. Everybody think they need to have a big studio, big speakers. It's not true. You know, when your music will sound good on the shit sound system, then it's good. Remember that.
I'm having that one as a quote. That's a big quote. I'm having that. We'll see. You'll see that one on my Instagram soon. That's a big quote. Oh, I fucking love that one. That's well good. How involved is the how involved is the doggy in the production process?
Oh yeah, my dog. Come here. Please. Hop. He's here. Look. He's all the time. He was
there he is.
Part of my album. Definitely. My ghost producer.
Does he get the credits?
Yeah, he get the credits. Thanks God I have him. I get a dog like almost 5 years ago. I needed some change in my life because I'm all the time in studio in the club. So now when I have him, I need to go out 2-3 times per day, every day, no matter what, no matter. So also, if I come from the club at 6 a.m. in the morning, at 7 in the morning, I need to take him out. So it's like a responsibility, like a health kid, you know. So yeah, I'm happy to have him. Definitely my support. At least someone is happy to see me every day. So the dogs are the best.
After that big track, Stranger, let's talk about the underground.
Oh yeah, this is the vocal, which probably everyone knows it. It's the classic a cappella, The Underground from Silida. So yeah, basically I created a track and I just put this a cappella note and was like sitting perfectly. Then one of my friends play a live saxophone through it. And I tried the luck. I sent the track to Silida and she liked it. Actually, the first plan was that we make completely new track, but in the end we decided for this. So I'm really honored to have her on board. It was difficult, but we got her.
Did you have issues with the publishing with that sort of thing? And clearing that sample?
No, I clear. This is all. I clear with her. I get her permission for this. So on this album, I get licenses for the first track and for this track. All other are written original and recorded original. But this was like all about the house music, and this underground are like a really famous acapellas, which was somehow part of my life. So I wanted to include them. So yeah, this is also, I think, one of the biggest track from the album, Big Potential. So hope you will like it. It's a little Balkan vibe with the saxophone. It's different again. So enjoy.
One that will lead you down, way down to the underground. I said the underground.
That was so sick. Those horns, man, they're cool. Sounded amazing.
Balkan vibes.
And the drums, man, they're pumped. You know, gang in the chat. You know, that definitely passed the kick test.
Okay, pass the kick test. I quite like the kick.
Thank you.
This would be great live with live sax. Yeah, it is. Maybe the guy will come to my gig and we can play it live. Why not?
Can you imagine? That'd be so sick.
We did agree that we will do once, definitely. But it's hard to do this live because these are 3 layers together. It's impossible to do live, completely live.
Whoa.
These are 3 layers, 3 layers of sax layered together.
Yeah.
It became some.
Let's jump into the next one, Feelings. Tell us about this record though first.
Yeah, it's more organic record with one of my friends from Slovenia who is really young, like 19 or 20 years old, with again amazing voice. So yeah, we have a couple of tracks in the pipeline.
When I look at the world, sometimes I feel love, sometimes I feel pain, sometimes I feel revenge. Don't lose self, don't lose self. Losing myself, can you feel me? I can feel love. Keep on losing myself. Keep on losing myself. I keep looking for the feelings, inside me. I lost everything, every sense of me. I keep falling down.
Wow, that was really cool. They're loving that in the chat.
Thanks for all the comments, guys. Appreciate it.
Where are we up to? We're nearly through this album. Like, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more tracks. How are we on time? You all right time wise?
Yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry. I'm unemployed, so currently.
I'm a musician.
I mean, I'm
fine.
employed. I have my own company, so I can choose when I work. So no worries, man.
Yeah, cool.
It's a nice chat. So I think we could go on and on all day anyway.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Right at the end, we're going to give away some vinyl. We're going to give away the vinyl for your album. Are you going to sign it as well? Can we have a signed vinyl? That'd be well cool.
I will sign, definitely. Yeah. I mean, all the people who buy directly at me, I sign. So this I will send personally, and I'll definitely sign.
Yeah, gang, we're going to put all the if you want to be in the chat, we're going to put all the names on Spinneroony, and let Spinneroony decide who's going to win the vinyl and t-shirts. We'll do that near the end, though. I'm good to see Spinneroony's back out. Hi, Spinneroony. How are you? Look at Spinneroony's little face. Look, he's there. Look.
Is he still playing, or he's retired?
No. He stopped. He's a manager now.
Because I was training football when I was in the primary school. I was like I trained everything, and it was at that time was like he was really popular when I was 15, 20 years old. So this is like almost 15 years back. Yeah.
Are you still watching football? Who are you into?
No, I'm not. No, basically, I'm not watching sports anymore so much. When I start to visiting parties and doing music, then all the sports go away. So.
Yeah. Definition. You got Mr. V.
Yeah. Another legend from New York, Mr. V.
Holy moly.
Yeah, I tried my luck and I did it. So this is a collab of his track Definition. Also a little bit organic sound. I think maybe it's the most clubby track of the album. Let's see what other people say.
His vocals are fucking amazing. Let's do this.
Because the music speaks. And the music is what's supposed to move you. System.
that was a big track. Let's give it the whole. Did you see Gary? Testy says he's going to need some kind of neck massage after this session. I haven't stopped bobbing my head. And Entel is gonna throw a mix on when he goes to the gym later. Love it. You got some new fans, dude. I love this album. How long did it take you to make it?
Well, we could say 1 year. I didn't force I did also other music in the meanwhile, so I just was choosing like the best of the best, put it on the side. Yeah, so like we could say 1 year, yeah. And the thing is that it was released on double vinyl, so you know, if you want vinyl today, you need to send everything 6 months in advance. So actually, this album was ready already in November, December. Yeah, so I have already fully of new music ready. Now I did focus on this album. Now I'm finishing new tracks, and I will try to send to some labels this year again. Hopefully, get something good.
What else have you got coming out apart from the label? Have you got other stuff coming out at the moment as well, or you just literally the album at the moment?
Like I say, it was like literally on Friday was release of the album. So now I'm working on new tracks. I have 10 ready, but I want more than I can choose. This is for this. This is for this. Today you need to do like 10, 20 tracks and then send. You know. Before this COVID starts, I signed with Subliminal and Eric Morillo, and then he passed away, unfortunately. So nothing happen. Then last year I signed with Nick Fanciulli on Saved, and again was this lockdown, everything. Nobody didn't buy music at that time. So again, it didn't happen, nothing. I'm trying to release with Jamie already for the years. He play already, 20 of my tracks, but he didn't want to release yet. So actually, this is my goal this year, to send him some music, maybe try to release hot tracks, something like that. I wanted to say with this that also today, if you're released on the big label, it doesn't matter. This will help you out because it's not. It's all about the moment. If it's not the right moment, also the big label and big track will not help you.
That's interesting.
Can Aney explain any of his process, maybe idea formation or drum processing? Basically, starting with the drums till I'm not really satisfied with the drums and the percussions, and then I start to find the bass line and the synths through. So the basic foundation and the start are the drums. Yes, loops or no loops? No loops. Maybe I use loops only for some hi-hats or something like that because you can't write them differently. You just save some time. But for this album especially, there is no loops included. All the vocals are specially recorded. But I also use them sometimes to combine. But if you want to sound unique and have your own sound, it's not good to use loops because everyone are using the same loops. Maybe it's cool to use for the hats and drums, but try to make your own bass lines and your own synths and melodies. This will make a definition of your sound.
That's cool. Do you see the question? Do you stay up to sun comes out when you're producing?
Yeah, that's a good question. When I was young, 10 years ago, all my music was made during the night. I was producing, from 8 in the evening till 4 in the morning. Now, in the last 5 years, when I became older, after 10, 11 in the evening, I can't function anymore. I don't feel good. So now, and I also have a dog. The last 5 years, I need to wake up. So now the most I do in the morning, I wake up at 8 in the morning with fresh ears till 8 till 12 a.m. It's my best working time, the most productive.
Yeah, do you know what I am as well? Most creative time in the morning, and then like admin time in the afternoon is for me.
Yeah. I don't like to work in the afternoon. I became lazy in the afternoon.
Nice. I have a big old coffee and then just go for it. Do you have go-to synths for the OG house sounds?
Oh, which kind of synths I have?
What?
I use everything from Arturia, Rob Papen, all these classic ones, which we are all using it, I think. But my opinion is it doesn't matter from VST so much. It much more depends from the presets which they are inside, the sounds which they are inside. Basically, all the machines are the same, on the same principle, then just sounds are different. This is how I see it.
Entel says he sometimes stays up for 24 hours in sleep deprivation. He makes the weirdest shit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, your brain is the same with my DJ set. I don't know. I figured it out after all these years that I can be really focused 2-3 hours set. Then when I play 4 or 5 hours, already the concentration dropping down. So yeah, I think 2-3 hours per day. If you do music, and if you do every day, of course, it should be enough. It's not good to do like every day, all day.
Right, Dangerous Love. Tell us.
This is actually the second track with in collaboration with South African singer Louis Carver, which we already heard. Somebody New. So yeah, this is the second track which we did together. Vocal again, very vocally track. A little bit different than others again.
There we go. Mario said this is probably one of my favourite. Great example of taking a very simple theme and spreading it across multiple sounds. Clear and concise idea. You love that.
This one is more trippy sounds, like morning or the start of the party or the morning of the party, something like that.
Yeah.
After party. Yeah, so then we have the 11th track from the album. It's one of my best-selling tracks from 6-7 years ago called Turn It On, which I did remake in 2022 version. And one of my friends, she recorded a violin through the track. So yeah, it's a new re-edit 7 years later.
Nice.
One old track. Yeah.
That's sick. Let's play that then. Let's go.
Yeah.
That was sick. Nice echo effect on the organ in that transition to Skeleton Keys. Gang in the chat, we've got one more track left. If you've got any more questions for Aney, drop them in the chat. If you've got anything you need to know right now, I need to know now. We can ask him right now. Right, tell us about Disco Jungle. This is the last track.
This was actually my first time ever that I tried to make a breakbeat track, and it came out pretty good. And then I say, fuck it. If I did the track first time, I can use also my vocals first time. And I record myself, sample some animals, and I invited them to join me in the jungle. So this is how this track came out. Yeah, it's again totally different from the album, and it's meant like an outro track. Like we have an intro, this is an outro track, like a breakbeat. Maybe a little electro-Romanian. My way of Romanian minimal breakbeat, maybe a little bit different. I don't know. Hope you will like it. Yeah.
Skeleton Keys says, what plugins on the drum bus does he recommend?
Basically, with drums. I mean, with the kick. If you mean the kick, I don't use much VSTs on the kick, so just try to leave it alone. Maybe I use the saturator or drum bus just to make it more stronger, but I don't touch the kick a lot.
Are you Ableton or a Logic kind of guy?
Ableton. I did try with Logic, but it's a longer process, longer to take. But probably when you get used to it, it's the same everywhere. I know also guys who do amazing sound with Reason, and this like it's the same you don't need big studio, and it doesn't matter which program you use. So to make a good music, these are not the factors to make a good music for sure. Can we have more than one track for maybe some new teasers? I mean, I can show something. Can I send you the links or? How
Yeah,
should
if you
we
want
do
to, you want to send me on that email while I'm playing the track, and yeah, we can play keep this going.
I will choose 3 unreleased tracks, which we will listen after the album, and I will pick them now when we listen to Disco Jungle, and I will send
Let's
you
do
the
it.
links straight away.
Yeah,
on
do it.
email.
Cool. I can
Okay,
get my
go.
email. So it's all good. Let's do it.
To the jungle.
There we go. That was so sick. Gang in the chat, hope you enjoyed that.
Something different to close the album with something different, you know.
Because that was your own vocals as well. Did you feel like you needed to be on there, or you nervous before you put your own vocals out?
No, it was a joke, and like I say, I just when I finished the track, I play it to my friends, and nobody didn't say or figured out that this is my vocal. So I say, okay,
That's sick.
then it's good. Then it's good.
You
Because
did
it's
the
funny.
elephant
I
sounds.
don't like to hear myself, my voice. I don't like it in the track. I tried already before many times to use it, but it never worked this time, first time. So I'll try more in the future for sure. So yeah, I did pick up 3 tracks again to show you how very various I can be. So I chose one deep house, one more dark track, 3 different tracks again completely, which are
Cool.
not mixed and mastered yet. So it will not sound so perfect like these ones, which are already mixed, but just to get the feeling what I was working this month.
Okay, so I can't. You won't be able to see it, but I feel it. We're going to start with "Feeling Blue." Let's start with that.
This was more housey vibes, yeah, house music.
Let's play this then. There we go. I don't want to play too much of this because it's obviously unreleased and unsigned and all that sort of stuff. Wicked. I think we're there. Thank you, Aney F. Thank you for joining us, mate.
Yeah.
This has been so much fun.
Thanks to you for inviting. Was really nice finally to see you face to face, and
Yeah,
hopefully
you
we
know
can
that.
we can do again something similar maybe next year or something. Yeah.
Yeah, mate. You'll have to come back and do some. You have to come and listen to some demos.
Yeah. Do you have a label now or what? I don't know.
No, so we basically invite labels to come and join us. We basically get
Uh-huh.
gang in the chat to submit tracks, and we have an A&R session. And basically, you come and listen to the tracks that are submitted, and we do them
Yeah,
regularly.
We can do
So-
that. We can do definitely.
Yeah,
whenever
come
you
back and
want.
listen to some records. So yeah, thank you, Aney. See you soon, mate. See you
Enjoy,
later.
guys. Thanks for joining.
If you found this interview interesting, consider giving it a like and a comment. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and let me know your biggest takeaway below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. I'm back on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and you can check out the schedule from the link below as well to see who's coming up in my interview series. I'll see you in the next Twitch stream or the next YouTube video. I'll see you soon. Bye.